Good evening and welcome back. Sorry, I had a bit of an issue with OBS or Streamlabs OBS. At the moment, I'm running an older version of the normal OBS because Streamlabs didn't want to connect anymore for some reason. But I'm dropping frames like crazy, so I have no idea what the issue is. Um, my connection is fine. I tested it earlier, so I have no idea what the issue is. But let's jump in here and see what we can do. I had a few issues with my AI, and then I looked up a few things how to work with AI sensors and stuff like that. But I have a bigger issue with the way the game is set up. I'm using world composition, and as a result, just testing the AI in a specific level is really hard to do. So let's open up another level, or maybe create a new level, um, so that we can test that. We can try the showcase level, but I'm not 100% sure if that's enough for what I want to do here, or if I need to create a new level where we could just jump in and play around with AI and actually test AI in. The showcase level is just a level where all the art assets that are used in the game thrown into one level. And I think I have all the characters in there as well. So they should be in there, but there's no enough mesh. They're not moving around, so I might need to create something for that. No, I didn't change anything. So let's have a look. Yeah, these are villager characters, so should be able to just use those. Kind of in a new area here, and just let them walk around. Okay. It's compiling a lot of shaders. Okay, let's set this up slightly here. Let's see, we need enough mesh. It should be big enough. Let's move this down slightly. Okay, and now let's copy over a few of those characters here and then just jump in there and test it out. Okay, let's add that guy. Let's add her. Okay. Let's give them the behavior tree, the blackboard. And let's check. Okay, we do have enough mesh here. And they need work locations, so let's set those up. Okay, and let's create a few others. And let's throw in a waypoint miniature. Just have them patrol around here. Okay, so let's see what happens. Hello, how are you today? I hope it's not... It's dropping frames all over the place. Like I said, I have no idea why. And I can't move for some reason. Let's try that again. Okay, what's the issue here? So they are both set up correctly, but for some reason they do not work. Let's see, can we simulate this? Oh yeah, okay, we can simulate that. That's good. Okay, so we do have this huge area around him. Yeah, the issue is that OBS is showing me 13% dropped frames, and the frame rate is jumping around like crazy. And Streamlabs OBS didn't even want to connect, so I have no idea what the issue is. And as you can see, the overlay is different, and it's an older setup. I had to jump back to that. And as far as I can see, there are things that don't need to be there. Don't need that, we don't need that. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you already started and you already did something, then continue working on it. Definitely go for it. Okay, so let's see. Stop this. And let's go in here and change the settings here for the perception. Because the side radius is way too big. And the loose side is also too big, so let's change this. So let's half that. Let's do. Let's change it like that. Look. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. I mean, you still have 11 hours. So, why not try to make something remotely playable, and you don't need to submit it, but just try to get it to a point where you can say, okay, I've made that much in that time. But I mean, it's why I don't do game jams at all, because the time is not enough in most cases. Because I'm taking way too long to do a lot of stuff. But I mean, if you already started and worked on it, continue it. Bring it to a state that people can at least test. Okay. So let's have a look. I have a tutorial here. And I wanted to go through for the sense thing. And in the end, what this is doing, it is, let's see. Yeah, this is what's happening at the end. So all these mushrooms. Yeah, okay, that's another thing. For game jams, you need to commit time so that um, you can work on it. Or you need to set your sleeping schedule, or the time you work on the game according to your sleeping schedule, and then push down your scope to an absolute minimum of something you want to create, basically. But I mean, this tutorial here is working on the creature moving to a specific. It looks in a specific direction, sees another creature, move towards it, attack it, and then move to the next creature. So it's partially what I want to do with my system. I mean, not attack, but look for the player and wave or do anything, but just be there. So let's have a look. So what did they add? They do. So the blueprint has the controller on it. So let's check that. So our village AI has the villager AI controller. So that's set up properly already. Then we need the AI perception on the controller, and every creature we want to sense needs to have the AI perception stimuli source. So the character itself, the AI character, and the player needs to have that. And this needs to be set to auto register. It's a source and the sense that I want to have here. In this case, sight. So that's all set up. But this here is different from the tutorial here, as far as I saw it. Okay, they go through random location stuff. Doesn't matter at the moment. Yeah, let's do that. We don't need the random location here. Let's see. What I want to do is have the perception. So on the controller, we have the AI perception. We set that up to site config and then set this up as well. I tuned those down because they were a bit too far. Okay, they set this to 45, and I think for us it's set to 90. So let's change that. So it will be 90-degree vision, which is fine. Detect neutrals. Let's see. Okay, so let's set all of them just to make sure that all of it will be detected. Oh, and by the way, this is the tutorial that I'm going through here. Okay, so then they should have that, and they should have the site shown up here. And once they move out of sight, they should disappear. Okay. Let's see if we can get this working for us. Okay, we have one issue. They are not doing anything. For some reason, they are not moving around at all. Hmm, that's strange. So we do have nav mesh here. We do have them on the nav mesh. And all these locations here are also on the nav mesh. Let's go to the world settings. Yeah, this is set to my game mode, so it should be set up properly. Yeah. Okay, why are you not moving around? So let's try something else here. Let's just start this and see if they are moving around now. Okay, now I'm getting a lot of access none trying to read properties here because I can't find work locations and all that, but they I think I know what the issue is. So all of these characters here cannot find their work locations. So let's move all this here to a new level. Well, let's create a new level and move all these in there. So let's just delete all these. Save that. And let's create a new level. Okay. Let's add home location here. And a home location there. So let's add our AI. Let's do the home location. Let's duplicate that. Set the home location here. Set the behavior tree. And let's set character ID here. Let's have a look. let's set that. So we have Derek here and merchant. Now I just need enough mesh bounds. Okay. I have enough mesh. And now we just need a few more locations here. Let's add a waypoint manager. Here, let's set this to Derek, and let's add a few waypoints. Even though it doesn't matter, let's just have them use the same one. So let's get that. And for him, let's have this as a work location. For her, this. And let's see what they are doing. They are not doing anything. Oh wait, now he moved. Might be that the time is not set up correctly. Yeah, but I think the issue is the time here. For some reason we can't move as the player in game, but that doesn't matter much here. Oh, I know what the issue might be. Let's do the world setup. Game mode override. Let's do the MagicAle game mode. Let's make sure that this is set up correctly. But we still can't move. Okay, let's see. When we simulate, nothing is happening really. Oh no, he is moving sometimes. But let's see, what is his behavior tree doing at the moment? Wait, what? So the self actor is Wilshire character 2? And then it's underscore 2. The hell? That is strange. So what are they doing here? Getting dressed and ready for work. So the time is 7 at the moment. Work start it is at 7. So okay, now we see him moving around. They're both moving. But okay, so we do have side working. But for some reason they are stuck at the moment. Why do they not move on from here? Maybe I should have given them different set of waypoints. Wait, there's no waypoint in the middle here. Oh, yeah. I'm stupid. I just didn't connect the right ones. My fault. So let's set up these. Seven, and let's set up a different set here. Okay. These were not connected properly. Okay, it's still not time for them to go to work. That's the issue here. So we need to wait a moment for this current hour to change to 7, and then they will go to work properly. Okay, now. So we do get the site here. But okay, we don't get... This is staying there a bit too long, I would say. I think we can change the age so that they kind of lose sight at a specific point. Hello, Mark. How are you? If I look at her. Yeah, they see the player start point here, which is a bit strange. So now she's seeing him there, and then the site stopped when he walks out of the cone of vision. So the system works, but the age I need to change on the controller. So let's go here and let's change the maximum age. Let's set this to maybe 5 seconds. Let's see what we get now. We still need to wait for him to start here, even though let's just for the moment change that value in here. So let's also set that to 6. So that he should start running around earlier. Even though now he's getting confused. Yeah, now it's not working anymore because... Yeah, no, that doesn't work like that. I'm just trying to figure out AI issues here. Oh, damn it, did I close that? I closed all that. Oh, damn it. So Set this back to 7. And open up the controller again. Just going through and debug and fine-tune the perception here and the movement and all that stuff. One thing that I really don't understand is why his clothing changes color. I really don't understand that. Okay, so now he's doing that, and he should... Okay, so he has... sight there, and once it's 5 seconds, it loses the sight. That's good. So they're kind of forgetting that they saw someone there and then move on to something else. Okay, so that works. Now I want to change what's actually happening if they see someone. So at the moment I am just doing this on target perception updated. So let's have a look what they are doing in here. Okay, they're doing stuff there. Let's see. Okay, they do on perception updated, AI perception. Whenever sense updates. Currently senses. Okay, so we need blackboard value for the actor that we last saw. Here they have the enemy key, and here I do have the self actor and I have the player actor. And we can set that player actor. We can rename this to scene actor. And then on the controller, let's change this here. Then we should have a list of actors in here. So let's see, what are they doing here? They get the blackboard, make a little name, value, and set the... and check if that is valid first, and then they are doing this. So if this is not valid, they get the AI perception, get the parent perceived actors, currently perceived actors, and check if it is a muffin in this case, or one of the shrooms that they have there, and also check if it's not dead. And then they set this for their enemy key here. Okay, so for my case, I would get the blackboard and make a little name. This is my scene actor. And then we get the value as object, check if it's valid. And if that's not the case, they take the AI perception, get the perceived actors, collision preset problem. What's the problem? I need a bit more information. Maybe I can help, but no guarantees. So we get all the actors that are perceived here, and we go through them. And then we have currently perceived actors, so that's different. And here we are casting to my villager AI character. I'm just trying this here, and so if it's a villager AI character, then I'm just doing a printout. To make one block. Okay. One is an empty with a box collision. Another has a camera and box collision. You made 2 collision presets to make one block the other actor, but it seems to doesn't work. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Wall, that's a box color that blocks only the camera. I mean, what you could... It's a top view camera. What you could do for the camera being blocked by walls is a spring arm, but I'm not sure if that would work on a top-down view. Top view camera with movement like editor camera in the scene. So you have a... Let me try to understand. So you have a top-down camera basically, and you move it around like this. And then forward and back. So basically a strategy game or action RPG camera. Or point and click camera. And you want that to collide with walls. But if you have a top-down view, I don't really understand your setup. And to stop at certain positions, like invisible walls. I mean, what you could do is have your camera on a spring arm like this. So for instance, I have this camera here with a spring arm, and you could turn that looking down, and then if it's colliding with something, then the spring arm would it would move along the spring arm. So you can add just collision boxes um, on top of your view, and then it would collide with those and wouldn't go past that. Let me show you what that would do here. If I'm just adding blocking volume here. Blocking volume. And just start the game. There should be a camera fly around my character. And since it's on a spring arm, it hits the blocking volume and then moves automatically closer to the character. I think that's something that could help with your problem. So you don't need to fiddle around with collision presets or something like that. Because at the moment I'm not touching anything, the camera is just flying around the character, but it's hitting the box and gets closer because it's pushed away from that box. And you could use the same idea for blocking the view. So if you only want to follow specific corridors in your top-down view, then it would be blocked by those blocking volumes. So it doesn't block the pawn. Can't pawns continue moving. Yeah, I have. That's one idea that I had for maybe what it could, how you could solve it. Um, yeah, otherwise you could set up your different objects in the scene with different collision presets and all that stuff. So if I just throw cube in here. And you can change the presets here. So just set this to projectile, and then it would only collide with objects of the object type projectile. That's as far as I'm understanding collision presets. I do have these chair and door object responses here. And if I'm adding in these, let me check. Let's just throw in a door here. This door is set to be of collision type door. So my AI characters can completely ignore the door, but the player is blocked by it. So that's the setup that I have here. It's just so that if the door is moving, that it's not kicking the AI character around if they are just trying to move through it, basically. So if the animation or the rotation is not fast enough, they don't get stuck. That's why I added that in. So if I look here and I'm ignoring the door and chair collisions completely. That's what I use it for. But I haven't done anything more with it. Anything like you want to do? Just basically used collision presets to ignore collisions for specific characters. So, sorry that I couldn't help you with your problem there. Okay, so let's see. So if it is the AI control, the AI character, then we want to get get display name and just print that out. Just to test this. Simulate, let's see. Not sure if it shows us stuff like that in here. If we simulate or not. Or if this is overwriting stuff. So in a moment he should... Yes, as soon as he turns in this direction, okay, now he saw that. But now he sees her, but... Okay, it's not shown here. Because this is overwriting that. Okay, so on-screen messages are suppressed. Okay, let's stop this. All screen messages. Okay, now we get those. Good. So let's see if that works. So if they each see each other. Let's see. Yeah, okay. They saw each other. So that worked. And it's ignored if it's the player. So let's change the name here. So we see these a bit better. Oh, I need to enable these again. Here we need to wait for the time to advance to 7. And then he's walking around properly. Let's change the color here. And let's set this to 5. And also add a bit more information to it. Let's do it like this. That we see who saw who at that time. And now it should be starting to walk around. Good. Okay, so at the moment she only saw him and then lost sight again. He didn't see her there. Good. Okay, so that's working. Now I just need to figure out if they can see the player or not. Let's do that. So if it's not a village AI character, but someone else, let's try that. Cast to first person character. Let's just check. So if the cast here fails, does the cast for this work? So let's copy this. And let's try that. see if this point here is recognized as the player or not. In simulation mode, or if we need to be in the game. Okay, so that didn't do anything. So we have this side here, but we didn't get any hit on being seen. So let's wait a moment. And then see if that works. If we are seen properly. Or not. So for some reason I don't have control over the character. But maybe... Okay, so Derek saw the player. That worked. But then he walked past. So okay, that works. Players seen, other characters are seen. The only issue is that the cone of vision is still a bit too high, I think. So yeah, okay. She saw the player, but she just walked past us, basically. So we need to check distance there as well. Or we could just change the radius here a bit more, or either the radius, or we could change the peripheral vision. So if we set this shorter. And we have a view cone like this. I think that might be okay like that. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is set the scene actor value to a specific element here. And we want to do that for both of them. So let's do that first. Oh, set value as object. So the scene actor would be this one. Let's do this a bit more. Controlled like that. So let's have it like that. So we have so the currently perceived actors are set to this object. No, that's not what I want. I want only to set this if it's AI or the player. So let's this means we need to set this twice, but it's fine. So So I want to set this. We don't need this here anymore. It's just debug stuff. So here I want to set this as our village AI. And down here as the first person character. And if that fails as well, I want this to be set like this. So it would be invalid for the next check, because here we are checking, is it invalid? And then we assign it. So if it is not valid, but none of those two, it's still invalid. So next time we check the perception, it will be set properly, hopefully. Then I also need to set this. So if the first person character is in line of sight, so is this object here, then we set is in line of sight true. Otherwise we set this to false. Because that's what I'm using in the behavior tree here to check against to check if we are in vision. Another thing that we might need to change is the distance. So let's remove this part here because we don't need that anymore. It's kind of a manual way to figure out if we are in line of sight or not, and then let's just do it this way. So here we have the distance. So if a specific distance to the player is set, then we want to do something. And that's just a sanity check. So this should always be valid. And then we are setting that we see the player. And everything should be fine there. Let's see what happens. Let's just see if we can move. No, we can't. Not quite sure why we can't move here. It's I can look around, but I can't do anything. Just wait a moment and see if we have a camera fly around or not. Doesn't really look like it. Should be 10 seconds and then it should do the fly around, but it's not doing it. So for some reason I don't have control over the character. So just stand here and see what happens. So now the AI is walking towards us. Now he stops there. Problem is they're both just standing there and basically wait for the player to do anything, which we can't do at the moment. So if I go into the behavior tree here, the moment we are seeing the player and we're waiting here. So that's not really working, but let's try this and do the scene actor. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the distance was not big enough for him to see us. Or not short enough, I mean. So that's good. Let's see if what happens if he gets too close. So now he should see us. But okay, for some reason he's not rotating towards us. He's just standing there and not doing anything anymore. So we need to have something here to kind of break out of this. Set this to lower priority itself. Result of conditions changed. Every change of observed value. Yeah, that should be set to this. So let's try it this way. See if that helps. Okay, so see, she saw us and is stuck now. So will he see us? Yeah, I think we are too close. But for some reason, the rotate towards specific actor doesn't work for some reason. Okay, now they're stuck there. Now the issue is, I think the issue might be that we are not setting the state here correctly. So what we maybe should do is set the line of sight not in here but in the controller. Oh, we need to do this a bit differently. So if I'm just setting this, I'm just setting the line of sight. Do they still get stuck or not? Oh. Now we can move around. Just wait a moment and see. They're doing. Maybe if we move out of line of sight, then they move again. Sure. Okay, so now they completely ignore us. So the line of sight is not really, it's not set correctly. That's an issue. So a print string here. So player. Just want to see if that's doing anything. I can't move again. Okay, so she saw the player and now she's stuck. And now he saw the player and he's stuck as well. So it's definitely the service here that's causing issues. Let's try something here. So if that's false, set idle state. Let's see if that changes anything. It's just setting the NPC state to idle. Let's see, does it do anything here? No. Okay, so that's not doing anything. So let's set this to at work. Okay, so he saw the player, but he's still not doing anything. Yeah, he's stuck there. Let's see. What is his issue? Yeah, at the moment this is true. And for some reason this doesn't work. so let's connect this here again. So it's only at a specific distance. So the player. I don't have anything that says, okay, did not see the player. So let's see. Where are we at here? Okay, so this is back here. So if I'm just standing around here for a moment, let's see what's happening. So he's walking towards us. Let's see if he's getting close enough. Yep. So he's close enough. So we can talk to him. And now we move away and he's doing other stuff. Okay. So that's kind of fixed. Not completely, but if we keep standing there, then nothing happens. So if I'm just running here... Wait, is she not seeing us? Okay, that's strange. Okay, so now he's just standing there. Okay. But it doesn't seem to be working for her for some reason. That's really strange. Why is she ignoring us? I mean, he isn't, right? No, he's stopping. She isn't. She's just pushing us out of the way. And they use the same system. They should behave the same, which is really, really strange. You should stop. Yeah, like he's doing. Why don't we get the saw player here again? It's another strange thing. This is no longer showing up. That's really strange. What's happening if we do this first? Do we get this shown then? Let's see. Okay, now we are stuck again. That's also something I don't understand. Why sometimes we get stuck when I start the game, and sometimes I can move around. So we are not stuck in the ground, we are just unable to move. I can turn around, but I can't move for some reason. So there's something bugged in the whole system. Okay, so now he's stopping, and he also saw us. But since we can't move out of the way, he's stuck there now. But she's ignoring us. Come on, stop ignoring us. Okay. That's really strange. I mean, one thing that we can try is see what happens if we just try to figure out if the player is there or not. and completely ignore this part here. Sorry about that. So, okay. He saw us. Okay. She saw us as well. Okay, sure. So now she's standing there, but we didn't get the thing that she saw us. She's stopping when we're in front of her. So the behavior is there, but the feedback is kind of screwed up sometimes. And another thing is that I need to set kind of a timer for them to ignore us after a specific time. So that this doesn't happen. So can we do delta time here? Or maybe I can do a delay here and then set this to be like that. So if it's completed, let's do a delay. And then set this to be no longer valid and also our variable to false. Okay, I need to wait for them to walk around. Then check that. Okay. Let's see what's happening. So we walk in front of him, and nothing happens. Okay, so she stopped for a second, and then walked on. Okay. Okay, now she's just ignoring us. What about you? Okay, so now he's stopping for a second and then... But not really, he's only doing that sometimes. So it's not really working 100%ly. But it's definitely better than before. Okay. But this standard task doesn't work. Not sure why, but it just doesn't work. Let's just try something else here. Let's see nectar. See if that works. So that also doesn't work. Okay, so that's something else that I need to figure out, but we are not stopping the characters anymore, so that's a good thing. So let's start up the game. Let's save this as our AI testing level. And let's open up this level here. And see if this works. No, we don't have AI. So that doesn't work. Wait, what was the issue here? Get random point. Okay, so for some reason the AI is no longer loading here. So let's start a new game and see if that works. Okay, we do have character in here. Okay, so he saw us and he stops for a moment and then he's doing his stuff. Okay, that's good. I mean, I should set a few more waypoints for him, but apart from that, he's behaving a bit better. Yeah, he definitely needs more waypoints. Let's see if this is loaded in properly. Okay, so we have him here. That's good. Can we talk to him? Okay, so we can talk to him. And he's also moving around here. That's also good. Nice. And though he should be moving around, but he's not predictably doing that for some reason. Let's see if the gate is open. It is. Good. Okay, so she's patrolling. That's good. Okay, and she's walking towards her workplace, but she's completely ignoring the waypoints that she should walk along. And she's stuck there. Where's she going? think I might have screwed up a bit of the behavior when I set them to be at work. When they're no longer in line of sight of the player. I mean, okay, he's moving around there. That's good. He's not just standing around. So it is better than before, but I need to check their starting state basically, because she's stuck here. I think she cannot find her way to a workplace properly. But that's because she's not following the spline, she's just walking in the direction, kind of. Well, at the moment she's completely stuck. Yeah, she's completely stuck there. Okay. Waypoint manager. Set next waypoint. Patrol task. Wait, who's doing the patrol task? Did I call it patrol task? No. Oh, patrol task. Here it is. Okay. Set next waypoint. But for some reason that doesn't really work here. Strange. So the should only be for guards. Patrol task. I must have something not set up here properly. Let's just go through these. Just want to check if everyone has proper waypoint manager reference here. Because that's the only thing that could cause issues. Okay, so they all have their waypoint manager. But that's the one that's set to be none. That's strange. Ah, damn it, I didn't do a save here. Get random point. Call function error get item. Okay, we do have AI here now. Okay, for some reason, when they load in, they are kind of stuck, and I need to run in front of them for the AI to work in some cases, which is really strange. And I also need to change another thing here. Because here I set this idle state, which is not what I want here. Definitely want to do the normal check. So that we are setting the proper modes here. Proper AI states. Okay, so it's not time for her yet to go to work. Okay, so she's at work. She saw us. Did she get stuck again or not? I think she got stuck again. So there's some issue. What's this? I mean, okay, I started them. Whatever they're doing there. Dancing around. Strange. Okay, she's not doing anything. Yeah, now she saw us and is stuck. Let's just double check. We want the Smith. Show which one the Smith is. That's the Smith. Yeah, the Smith is stuck here. Because she saw us and now she's stuck. But the scene actors, none. Line of sight is false. So there's definitely something wrong here. Even though this is in line of sight, is not used at all. Maybe I should use that. Set it here. Okay, so slight things fixed, but still completely broken. So I definitely need to look into that again tomorrow. And I also hope that my frame issues are fixed tomorrow. I need to reinstall OBS and see if that fixes it. I'm not sure what the issue is. So, see you tomorrow. And I need to fix a lot of things. So, bye bye.